Harsha, just a last question. Obviously, cricket is at the center of everything both of you guys do. What's the future looking like? I mean, it's a bit of a, I'm asking you to do a little bit of crystal ball gazing, and it's never easy to do crystal ball gazing because one phenomenon can come and change everything completely. But how do you see the next? Because, one of the other things is as a cricketer, there's a retirement age. As a commentator, you can actually continue as long as your passion's there.
Depends. Sometimes people don't like you and you have to take a break.
I won't go into that space absolutely
no,
at
that's
all.
okay. That's okay. Little things happen in everybody's life, but
yes.
you have no idea where the game is headed. Just last week, we had a 5-year IPL deal, television rights and digital rights deal for $2.55 billion. How many people would have guessed 5 years ago, knowing the IPL is so big, that it's going to be a $2.5 billion deal? 55 crores paid for every single match. Add to that the sponsorship money for the IPL, add to that the Indian team sponsorship money. We are looking at 16,000 crores, that's 3,500 crores for the IPL alone. We're looking at about 8,000 crores a year revenue. How many industries in India have an 8,000 crore a year revenue? So it's an industry. You would have thought cricket's going to go there. Who would have thought that in the US, they would be saying, in the US and Europe, they would be saying, you know what, Facebook bid 3,900 crores for digital rights in one sport in one country. So I don't know where it's going. What I do know is that cricket will have to stay humble, that cricket will always have to stay relevant to the society that cricket resides in, and be very, very thankful to and respectful of the fans that keep cricket going. The moment you start getting arrogant about the fans, then there is a problem, because without fans, there is no sport. But see where the world is headed. Chess has become smaller. All the great sports of our time are played over 2-3 hours. Occasionally a tennis match will go to 5.5 hours. Football, which is the biggest sport in the world, is played over 90 minutes. One of the greatest sport of all time is run over 9.6 seconds. So you have to know where society is headed. And I think the fact that cricket moved to a 3-hour format gave cricket the fertilizer to grow again. Because cricket would have become irrelevant in society if it had not been for the 180-minute game. So I think if cricket has its ears to the ground at all times, then cricket will survive. Media will go into many different ways completely. I see a lot more media being accessed through streaming than through television. Already we have reached a stage in India where sport is the last appointment viewing that is left on Indian television. The news is a brawl, so there's no point watching it anyway.
Yep.
But there used to be the 9 o'clock serial. If you missed the 9 o'clock serial, it's gone, right? So the 9 o'clock serial told you when you could watch it. Today, you got streaming television. You can watch programs when you want to watch them. Or there's a Facebook Live event going on that stays on a Facebook page. You can watch it later. The only appointment viewing left is sport, because you don't know what's going to happen at the end. But I see a lot more sport watched on streaming. I see a lot more sport watched on mobile devices. Data is finally acquiring the price it should have. And so with data becoming cheaper, more and more people are watching it where they want to watch it. So they don't have to be in front of a television set to watch. They can be in their cars and they're watching sport. So sport is going to where the people are rather than people coming to where the sport is. And I see much more of that happening. I also see the arrogance about selling tickets is virtually gone. You need the person in the ground more than the person in the ground needs you. So you'll find a lot of marketing techniques coming in to get people into stadiums. Maybe a day will come when there'll be no ticket prices at all. No ticket prices, free. Anyone go and watch cricket or go and watch sport. So I see that. I also see a lot of non-cricket sport growing in India. Saina Nehwal has 5 million followers on Twitter. PV Sindhu is making more money per appearance than your top 3 cricketers. Just leave out the top 3 cricketers, sorry. Leave out the top 3 cricketers and PV Sindhu is making more appearance money than any one of those cricketers already. A young girl who plays badminton in one part of India, she's getting up at 4:30 in the morning to go and train, is now reaching that stage. Kabaddi players playing kabaddi for a living, which you wouldn't have imagined 3 years ago. So I'm seeing a lot of non-cricket sport being packaged well enough. Earlier it wasn't packaged well enough. And you had the situation of Indian hockey, which tried its darndest to fail. I've never known a sport try as hard to fail as hockey did. And so this year, there is no hockey league in India. But there is a kabaddi league that's running over 6 months. There's a football league that's running over 5 months. There is Sindhu plays the Olympic final. Sindhu plays the World Championship final, and more people watch it than a normal cricket match. So there's a lot of changes happening. And therefore, more learnings for the winning way.
Excellent. On that note, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.